Hi everyone, it's Julie from Yummy Min and Kick-Ass Chicks, and welcome to the March 9th edition of This Week, Next Week. I have old balloon and new balloon to show you today. I've had a few people actually inquire as to how long the balloons that I twist last. That was an interesting question, so I thought for fun, since Jason didn't take these to work last week, and I'll explain that in a second, I thought I'd show you what the whales looked like 1 week later. Now I made these exactly a week ago today, and so there's the mommy whale, and there's the baby whale. So they shrink down a little bit. If you touch them, they're a little bit softer. If I were to squeeze or pinch certain parts, you see they kind of collapse. But if they're not played with too much, they will last up to like 3 weeks. I have found some in the back of my kid's closet, completely shriveled, but still alive, like a good 2 months later. So as long as there isn't like a little pinhole or something in them. Anyway, so that's just, to appease some people's curiosity. Also, the reason why Jason didn't take these to work is because he was convinced that nobody at work would know what this was, because he couldn't figure out what this was. Isn't it obvious? I thought it was obvious this was a killer whale, but anyways. Fun, Jason. New balloons this week. I have never made a duck. So I found a couple ducks. I thought I'd try them both. I really haven't decided which one I like better. This guy here, without thinking, I thought he was supposed to have a full mouth, so I made a full mouth, but according to the picture, he wasn't. He was just supposed to have the top beak. That's what he would have looked like otherwise. But he's not bad with a full mouth. He's got his feet, whatever, body. Kind of cute. And this one's more like a rubber ducky, because he doesn't have legs. I could put legs in there, but he's really cute too. I think I like him better. But so he's the rubber ducky duck. So those are my balloons this week. Now on the blog this week, my Authors After Dark featured author is Kat Judson, and she's giving away a copy of Trey, first book in her series. So that's up until Sunday. So click on the widget, read the interview, comment, and that's your entry. Next week I have Samantha Kane, who's going to be my featured author, and I'm not doing a vlog next week because it's March break here, and I'm going to have an extra little boy who has never been here before, and I don't think my blabbing during nap time, the other kids are used to it, but he's not going to be. And plus with the girls here, they don't have naps, so I just don't think a vlog is going to be possible next week. So the week after next week, I'll tell you about what's going on now, is I'll have Abigail Barnett. She's going to be my featured author then. So, lots of fun stuff coming up. Also, on the blog, I posted it yesterday. Finally, my 200,000 visitors have stopped by, so let's go shopping giveaway. I know, it's not one of my best titles, but to the point. Basically, how this works is I have a whole whack of books in the Yummy Men and Kick-Ass Chicks store, and some are worth $1, some are worth $2. I give you $5, and you get to pick and choose to total up $5. And to enter, you have to tell me which books you would pick. So would it be 3 books, 4 books, or 5 books to equal to $5? And winner gets those books from the book depository. So that is on until the 14th, until Wednesday. Click on the widget, and you can see all the choice. There's some that haven't been released yet. I'm just going to basically pre-order them for you, and they will ship on release day. Maybe a little early, I don't know. Sometimes you're lucky. I know some titles like Lover Reborn, not going to be early. But anyway, so that's one of the options. But check it out. And so I think it's kind of a fun giveaway. Hopefully it's not too confusing. But anyways, go shopping. Take your $5 Canadian and go shopping. Wouldn't it be great if books were really only $1 and $2? Here they're actually a little bit more expensive. It's even, what's insulting? Is that on the back of a book, it actually says US $7.99, Canada $9.99. It actually rubs it in your face that you're paying $2 more for a book. I don't care. It's a book. I will pay it. But still, like, why remind us? So yeah, they're not $1 for real. But pretend in the Yummy Men and Kick-Ass Chicks bookstore. So that's going on the blog. One more thing, right? A couple weeks from now, from March 20th to March 27th, there's the Stacy and Stacia blog hop. Now, I don't know Stacy J. I haven't read her stuff. But basically this giveaway hop is to sort of celebrate Sacrificial Magics, released by Stacey Kane, and Blood of the Bayou, on the Bayou, by Stacey J. And you can give away one or the other, whatever. Since I don't know Stacey, I will be giving away Stacia books. You can pick first book, second book, third book, or fourth book of the series, whatever you're up to. And yeah, again, so when that starts, that widget will basically move up. You click on it, and it'll bring you the giveaway. And like I said, it's on from the 20th to the 27th, and it's hosted by Addicted to Heroines, Goldilocks and the Three Wares, and what's the other one? Miss Vane's Paranormal Fantasy. So I'm taking part in that. Should be fun. It's the first one they've done. They're kind of excited. It's so fun. Alright, I think that's everything that's going on with the blog the next couple weeks. Reviews on Tuesday. I posted my review of Oracle's Moon by Thea Harrison. Awesome. Rivals the first book. Seriously. Amazing. And today I posted my review of Good Girls Don't Bite. Nice Girls Don't Bite Their Neighbors by Molly Harper. Cute. I don't... There was a little side plot with the grandma that kind of bugged me. I gave 4 stars. But if you're wondering why, read my review. So that's that. Now, I showed you my next reads last week in the blog, and if I knew that I was reading them so soon, I wouldn't have showed them to you. But anyways, right now I'm reading, finally, Daughter Needs Stephanie Tyler. That one's reviewing on Tuesday. And then, on the 13th. And then I'll be getting to Waltz This Way, Dakota Cassidy. That's posting on the 16th. On the 20th, I'll be posting Taking a Shot, Jace Burton. And on the 23rd, I will be posting my review of Sacrificial Magic, Stacey Kane. I haven't received it yet. But, anyway, so that's then. And that is the Friday before release, so that's coming out on the 27th. The other books are all out. They're all out already. They went out March 6th, so you can get them now and read them before me if you want. So that's reviews and stuff that's coming. Kind of some neat news. I was reading the e-arc that I received from Jennifer Estep of By a Thread, and I noticed that my quote, one of my things that I said about the review for Tangled Threads, is in the book. Is that so freaking cool? Anyway, so yeah, right there, first one. I'll be taking a picture of it and adding it to my quoted page. But it's so freaking cool. You know what? That I'm never gonna get tired of. Like when you open a book and you see yourself, or it's even just as much fun. Even not just as much fun, but close. If you see the review of someone that you know, like another book blogger, I think that's so fun. But yeah, I don't think I'm ever gonna be. Oh, I'm quoted in a book. No. I have all the ebooks for this. I actually don't have the print copies anymore because I have them all in ebook. And I sent Jason to the bookstore, and he's like, hey, wait a minute. So you've received 6 books through the mail this week, and you have already already read this book. I'm going to the bookstore to buy it anyways. And I'm looking at him like, yes. And he's like, why? And I'm like, well, because I'm quoted in it. Ugh. Like, isn't it obvious? If you're quoted in a book, you want the book. So anyway, so that's exciting. Yay. Quoting that one. I love her characters. So I think that's that. Wow. Is that kind of a quick vlog? Maybe I should start over again. I'm sure I'm forgetting something. This weekend is, like I said, the beginning of March break. And the first weekend of March break, every year my parents take the kids for sleepovers for 2 nights. 2 years ago, Jason and I went on this fabulous, wonderful, romantic weekend away to the hotel in the Casino La Cluny. It was wonderful. Last year, we got our taxes done. And this year, we're just going to hang out in town, and then we're going to drive to Linda Poitvin's house, and I'm going to be interviewing her. And that will post on the blog on March 27th, on the release day of Sins of the Sun. So that'll be kind of cool to see her again. And then Jason's going to get a tattoo. I'm supposed to get one too. I have the design and everything planned, but I just haven't really decided if I really want to go through it. I have one already, just a little maple leaf, but I don't know. Do I want to go through the maintenance? Not even the maintenance, like the healing process. That's what I'm thinking. Isn't it terrible? First of all, it's expensive, and I could totally use the money for other stuff. I could save it for when I go to New Orleans. Or, having to cream and cover it and be careful, and it's going to be right where my pant line is. So it's like having to. Anyways, I haven't decided if I want to go through the hassle. Just the fact that I'm calling it a hassle is probably a sign that it's not really a good time for me to get this thing. Um, anyway, so we'll see. You'll see how it is when I come back from my vlog there in a couple weeks. Yeah, I'll tell you whether or not I got it done, and that'll be that. And then yeah, other than that, not much. I don't even know what's playing in the movies. If we go to the movies or what, I have no clue. Which is fine. It's gonna be kind of fun. Get to sleep in. That's the important part. So yeah, whatever you guys are up to for the weekend, have a safe and happy one. And I'll see you all in 2 weeks' time. Attends-toi.